Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are still working on getting child labor restricted, so that's kind of an ongoing issue. We're still... Gosh, we are paying a ton of cash to Britain. It's part of why I asked about potentially independence. Now! Independence for these idiots? Absolutely not. Independence for me from Great Britain? Absolutely yes. It's definitely a process. Do I have... No, Assam does want to be independent. Good, good. Come on, restricted child labor. Excellent. So that's going to help us a lot, because that's going to give us a little bit of extra education. We're going to need more bureaucracy to support it. In fact... quite a bit more. But actually, I'm not going to build that right now immediately because central planning is actually really close, and I'll be able to deal with that real soon. Through upgrading the production methods of my government sectors. So while I'm thinking about that, what do I need from a tech perspective? Doing pretty okay production-wise. I would love to finish out pneumatic tools, but that'll happen on its own. I think radio is more important because that will let me have defense in depth, which I need, or that'll let me use siege artillery, which I can get from defense in depth. I've already cleared out the tier 2s. Sea lane strategies will also let me get the scout cruiser, which will be good, and getting the automatic machine gun will be good as well. So I'm going to queue both of those in, and then sea lane strategies, and that'll allow me to stay on top of the military situation in the subcontinent. Alright. Hey, there's wargaming. Excellent. I love wargaming. Alright. So, we're at 19... We're at just shy of 20 infamy. I could do another annex. Oh my gosh, do I have any that I can annex? 5.4 for Alwar. 4.0 for Bikaner. 3.5 for Bahawalpur. $3.5 for Pudukkottai. 7.5 for Oud. Yeah, I need to get slightly lower in infamy before I go even farther with that. And what about Assam? 5.8. But what about Burma? 26.5. Alright. Well, we're certainly not doing that. Ideally I would love, well, we're not doing that yet. I'm kind of on the fence. I know that historically Burma does become part of the British Raj, but obviously it's not part of India. Although I think Arakan may be part of India. I mean, I know modern day Burma is not a part of India, but I know there's a period in which all this territory is part of the British Raj, including the Federated Shan States. Ooh, Poppy Dock. I don't know why we're getting that again. Bajralaks petition government. Representing his constituents in the Bajralaks, Pingali Virasaningam has issued a formal petition to the East India government to pass right of assembly. How much is that going to piss off the government of India? None. Ooh, I might actually do it. One last matter for the day, sir. Members of your constituency arrived this morning. They're asking rather loudly and insistently if you would meet with them about new legislation. Or is that it? Goodness, you seem as if you've seen a ghost. I'm sure I can spare the last hours of the light for them, can't I? I believe so, sir. They weren't taking no for an answer. I'm going to say we'll see what we can do. I think that's fine. I think I'd be more than happy to have right of assembly. It's going to take some time, but if they help me with restricted child labor, then right of assembly will be just fine. That's actually good, because I think that should reset my my opinion malice for ignoring government petitions, which would be a really nice thing to have. Alright, now one of these places is really low. Yeah, it's Pudukotai. Come on, give me restricted child labor. Do it! Do it! Do it! Just encouraging the game. Over a drink. In an obscure meeting, Mohandas Gandhi and a proxy of the Riots rambled at length about the positives of restricted child labor. One was cognizant enough to take minutes. That's the problem with the new law. If you don't remove these other supporting laws, someone can exploit these loopholes and escape its reach. Unless you count the two laws about evasion without plausible doubt, then you have a crafty seal that catches those rogue actors. I'm imagining neither of these drunk fellows is Gandhi. Commend them for their good work. Stronger Riots, Mohandas Gandhi stronger, 5% enactment chance, or matters of government are for government, not dens of sin. 70% chance they both get stronger and happier. 25% chance they get weaker and angrier. 5% chance Gandhi becomes a political martyr. Well, I don't want to get rid of Gandhi, so we'll do the first one. Brings us up to 50% enactment chance that, hey. No, my enactment chance. Stop it. All right. Beautiful. So there's central planning. So now, let's start reworking some government production methods. We'll start with West Bengal, which desperately needs taxation capacity. Where is the government building? Here we go. Shabamzo, telephone switchboards. So that's going to provide 1,500 taxation capacity, which is just about exactly what's needed. It's going to cost 625 telephones. Or perhaps I misread that amount. Alright, so let's see what that does to telephones in the market. Alright, telephones are now medium expensive. And all, yeah, so 325. Excellent. Alright, so next. Oh, look at that change in income. Oh my goodness. We'll go to East Bengal next and do the same. Excellent. West Bengal still has some shortages. Agra's actually way over. Let's do Bihar first. Telephone switchboards. Karnataka. Telephone switchboards. Punjab. Telephone switchboards. Oh, Punjab needs frickin' railways is what it needs. Gosh, Punjab Hills as well. But Punjab Hills also needs telephone switchboards. Next, East Indian Oud. Does not have any government admin. Okay. Well, it's very smart of me to deal with that in a very intelligent way. Let's build some government admin. How much do they need? They need 525. It's going to be, I think, 25 each once they... I'm going to throw 10 in there and then swap this over. And then each of these is worth 30 tax caps. So 10's going to provide 300. Oud's going to need a little bit more than that. It's going to need 15. All right. So there's 15. Punjab, I built up some railways. You're going to need an additional 15 government sectors. Bombay. Oh my gosh, I'm in the black while building. That's excellent. Bihar, did I switch Bihar already? Yes, I did. So, what does that do to telephones demand? Okay, now telephones are very expensive. So, we'll go ahead and continue to expand the Delhi electrics industry by a whole barrel full. We're going to have a lot of phones, friends. Yes, and we're very slowly building up all these government admins we're going to need, which will be nice. Said it might be better to build them first. Ah, these numbers are feeling real good now. 17k credit. I don't love that. I'm paying a lot in interest. Just a barrel full, but good. All right, we're down on infamy a little bit. Let's grab Pudukkottai. 3.5 infamy. Oh, no one's gonna. Oh yeah, a bunch of people are gonna step in. So we're gonna get Jaipur, Siam, Pudukkottai, and Cochin, and France. Excuse me. Ah, their independence is supported by the French. Well, do I think I can fight the French? I mean, definitely yes, but not. I wouldn't love to. Fulwalan Ki Sayu. The city of Delhi has turned out to celebrate the traditional Indian festival of Fulwalan Ki Sayu. The occasion celebrates communal harmony between Hindus and Muslims. Music thrums through the air, accompanied by the scent of thousands of flowers. People across the city gather, Hindus and Muslims alike. Their religion is not forgotten, but the usual tensions have been replaced with a mutual love for dance, prayer, and food. I'm going to offer an official contribution to the displays, as I always do. It's going to give us some bonuses. Maybe I'll go after a different country. Maybe I'll go after Alwar. 5.4. Maybe I won't go after Alwar. 4.3 for Kota. Ah, expand the applications of the telephone. Did you hear that too? The invention of the telephone has opened the door to great improvements in our communications, or in our electricity industry. A shiver ran down the assistant's spine as he thought he was hearing his master's voice in that cold, dusty cellar. Do you understand what I say? The man said, almost dropping the wooden box he was carrying, dimly lit by the candles carefully placed around the revolutionary device, half machine, half human. Yes. Come here immediately. We have something in our hands, kid. We should improve our communications, extra progress for radio, or just write a letter. Electricity is for the industry. Extra electrics throughput. I'm going to go for the first one. I will absolutely take progress on radio. What was my other cheap annex? 3.8 for the Daipur. Alright, so this will get a bunch of other countries, and that's pretty good. Let's do it. Alright, so there's... we didn't get the sound effect because I've already got a war kicking off over here in Satara. By over here, I mean over here. So let me see. What else can I grab? I've got 90 maneuvers once again. Let's do... I can't get Pudukkottai, unfortunately. But I can grab... Let me see. 25, 25, 25, 12. Yeah, if I grab Bahawalpur and Gwalior, then I can do two others. Alright, beautiful. So let's grab... Let's grab Bikaner and Alwar. And that'll be just fine. Once again, I'm going to mostly do this with my defense forces. This is not shaping up to be a large war. In fact, I don't even think it has the potential to be. In fact, if I wanted to really flex, I could solve that other war at the same time, and I'm thinking I might do that, because I think I have the capabilities. Let's put these units on the fronts and see how things look. I wonder if armies that are only related to the same presidency can do it or something? I'm not sure. Because I feel like these other countries should also be participating. So it might be some kind of strategic regions-related issue. Is this enough forces? These force comparisons are rock solid, so I think it'll be absolutely fine. Obviously, that's reduced my authority. Once again, I'm going to flip over to here, and I'm just going to stop bolstering the modernization movement. I don't need a strong modernization movement. Finances are running a little short, but only a little, and we are building at this time. We're also continuing to build up more government sectors, which is very, very good overall. Actually going to throw these in at the top just to knock them right out, and then we'll do the extreme winds in Mysore. Don't love that. Russian Republic sides of the Japanese shogunate against France. Okay. United Belgian States sides with the French Republic. Okay, okay. Oh my goodness, the Japanese shogunate became a Russian puppet state. Well, that's a shame. I may just have to steal it. I'm going to put the Bengal Defense Force on defense for now. And this army needs another leader. Let's go with the civil servants guy. Keep him on defense. Come on, restricted child labor. Let's do it. God, I got so much bureaucracy now. Oh my gosh. It's bananas. The amount of bureaucracy I have is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. Proletarian revolt into Jazz. Couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered, I said. Diplomatic play in the hedge. Costumid state getting involved. Can't be bothered. Diplomatic play in Bahrain. Can't be bothered. The Delhi Citizens Association. A social club popular with the educated class is held a salon in Delhi, with Mohandas Gandhi speaking in favor of the restricted child labor as an honored guest. Okay, now I feel weird giving Gandhi this accent, but it is what it is. I'm not going to try to sound like it. This is the person I've been trying to sound like the whole time. I'm not going to try to sound like a particular historical figure. That's going to be even worse. I've already subjected you to my terrible British accent. I'm not going to further compound my obvious inability to do voices by trying to imitate, if we're being honest, Sir Ben Kingsley being Gandhi. That is indisputably the case. But have you considered what the reception of such a thing would be? Gandhi nodded towards the speaker, then back around the wooden-paneled room. He put down his cup. I have spent some time thinking about it. We must in all things consider the thoughts of those who beheld a thing for the first time. The first viewing is carried out with the eyes of an innocent, with mind open for new possibilities. They seem the sort to know what's best, 10% enactment chance, or encourage the further development of these salons, 5% enactment chance, increased pop political strength, minimum expected SOL from literacy and qualifications in Delhi. I'm just going to go with the 10% enactment success. We'll try to get this law done ASAP. There's that revolt kicking off. And there's the war, our little war of aggression against Udaipur. We're very slowly getting to the point where we're annexing these princely states. Just throwing a few more commanders in each of these armies. I want a second commander in each of these armies. Let me see. Just to make sure that they don't get rendered completely dysfunctional by the sudden death of a commander. Oh my goodness, they won. Well, that is curious. They managed to take a state from me, Rajputana. Interesting. Alright, so we're bringing in our other army. This force comparison is really rock solid. We are winning this battle. Are we winning this battle? We sure are. Alright, yeah, I don't need to bring in another army. I'm doing just fine right now. I'm doing great. I don't need to mobilize the Khalsa army at all. So now, actually, is a good time to grab that state that's going to put me at war with France, because France is already at war with someone else. The Prussians. Or the Russians. The Russians. Prussia's at war with, at least in a diplomatic play with somebody over here in Hanover. But that's not my business. That's not a me situation whatsoever. Alright, and we are building up the electrics industries in Delhi, which is just wonderful. Alright, we got a hold of Widapur. Rajputana is in the process of being taken back on this front. Though I guess we're focusing on Gwalior right now. State borders are quite complex in the Indian subcontinent, the way Victoria III has chosen to do them. Here's a nice solid battle, and that's a win for us. Alright. Very nice. Annex, annex, annex. Oop, hey, there we go. They got an army there a little faster than I did. Hey, there's pneumatic tools. Wonderful. Actually, so now I can finally build Victoria Terminus. Shazam. I'll throw that in production. It's already in the process of being built. That's very good. So what do I want to build next? A little short on engines in the market. Could definitely stand to increase the number of engines available. Let's build ourselves some engine industries in Delhi. Unless we already have them, in which case we'll build up some engine industries in Delhi. Yes, motor industries. We'll build 20 levels. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. Shouldn't be too much of a hassle. Alright. Armies are splitting up to go to their respective fronts, so that we can grab the rest of these territories. Beautiful. And these two other countries should be, these two other princely states should be surrendering soon. Beautiful. Petkavi. Excellent. Yeah, I bet they do. Alright, so I've fully gotten a hold of Rajputana. Excellent. Why do we have a stall chance? Because the government of India is a little salty about stuff. Well, that'll happen. Political imprisonment. Mohandas Gandhi and his supporters have both petitioned at a prison in Gujarat for the release of pro-restricted child labor protester held there on charges of disorderly conduct. The prisoner sat in his lightless cell, staring listlessly at the wall. The voices were beginning to carve through his mind again, repeating his name over and over, giving voice to his torment. He closed his eyes and covered his ears, bidding it to stop. Only when the blissful silence finally fell over him did he realize the chants were not coming from his head after all. His imprisonment has already achieved its goal. Extra enactment chants, increased modernization movement. That's strong. Or justice will not be overturned by the dictates of the mob. Government of India member pops more loyal civil servants or radical. Gandhi less popular. I'm going to do the first one. I'm pretty much always going to go with extra enactment chance. So this is rock solid. I'm starting to slowly run myself out of authority, but I can just cut some consumption taxes. I'm making so much on for my taxation now that I can just kind of let these go. My finances are rock solid, and I can for sure afford it. So, West Bengal's going to need a few more levels of government admin, so we'll queue those in. I'm just going to go slow here. Agra, well, Agra has more levels of government admin than it needs by a lot. But, you know, so that was really smart of me. I'm so good at video games. Bihar needs 6 levels. Bombay needs 9. Carnatic needs 3. Punjab needs 7. Central provinces needs to be converted. That's not going to change much. They need 21. Mysore hasn't been converted yet. They're going to need 12. 13, rather. Delhi. Go ahead and convert that. These East Indian Oud is good. Gujarat. Let me see. We're going to need 13 levels. Northern Sirkars. We can go ahead and convert these in the level 5. A radical revolt in Kota. Very good. Handle it, my warriors. Alright, so we just did Gujarat. Rajputana. Yeah, again, a lot of these places I haven't really built up much at all. From a government admin perspective. I'm going to put 9 levels here in Rajputana. Punjab Hills. We've already converted. We need 4 levels. Pashtunistan. Swap. And then we need 2 levels. Assam. Short on railway infrastructure. And we'll need... It's going to be 3 levels. No, it'll be 3. Orissa. Go ahead and flip this one over, and then it's going to need 3 levels. Malabar. It's going to need 4 from baseline. It's already using the right production method. And Malaya is going to just need to be flipped over, and then it should be good to go, right? Yes. Just barely. Cedar districts need more railways. We'll build those. I'm going to throw those railways at the top of the queue. And the ones in Assam as well. Just get those done ASAP. And we're still building up some electric industries. Oh my goodness, another war. I can't believe this. What could possibly be happening? There's a radical revolt in Luang Prabang. Well, that's fine. I don't need to concern myself with that one bit. What is this one? This is anarchist revolt in Ceylon. They're once again trying to do an anarchy. It's anarchy in Ceylon. I'll go ahead and send a military force to do this. Wow, game's running a little slow. Vicky 3 is running a little slow here, friends. But that is okay. I don't think I need all these motor industries right now immediately. I don't need them as much as I need these government admins. So, we'll just finish out what we're currently building, and then we'll get ourselves some frickin' government admin. Again, government admin builds really fast in the current build of the game, so that's going to be fine. Some of our constructions... right, we need to normalize production methods. I have not been being conscientious about that. Where do we need... Oh my gosh, we need them everywhere. Telephone switchboards. I'm not going to change that. Switchboards. Bunch of changes. Yep. 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 Telephone switchboards. Ooh, actually... Yes, I do want to change these. Telephone switchboards. I'm going to leave these producing engines. I'm going to leave the... producing cars. I'm going to leave these producing cars. These are motor industries. Same with the others. All right, we're good. We're good to go. We're where we want to be. Which is a little short of authority, but having a little shortage of authority never hurt anyone. Are we building up railways in Delhi? Are the railways in Delhi still not able to do what we would like them to do? We're pretty close to electric industries, to electric engines. So, with that having been said, how much is it going to take to have the electrics industry in Delhi flip over to producing radios? Hey, excellent. Let me see. Where are they? Where's my telephones? I'm terrible at this. I put them in Delhi, didn't I? Yeah, here we go. So we got 40 levels. If I switch them over to radio production, it's going to cost 50 a pop. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's going to take a lot of electricity. So we're going to need a lot of electrics, a lot of power plants to provide that electricity. Let me see, how much construction are these? Yeah, these take forever. These produce 60 a pop. So that's going to be... Yeah, we're going to need about... Yeah, I think 40 levels. That can't be right. Is it really 50 per level for electrics industries? It can't be. Yeah, it's 50 per level. Jeepers. Yeah, so we're basically going to need about as many power plants. I'll build 30 levels. I should be able to flex a little bit on that. And there's the radio. Wonderful. So with radio unlocked, we're now going for defense in depth. I think... No, I need automatic machine gun next. And then sea lane strategies. Sea lane strategies in Dreadnought is going to make us effectively modernized from a military perspective. And that will be what it is. So, I was talking about going to... So France is going to try to make us fight here. But... Oh my gosh, they're winning real bad against the Russians. This might be a swing and a miss. How big a military does France have? France's military is actually smaller than ours, but is it higher tech? Not really. We're exceeding the French in military capabilities. I think we can do this. I think we can do this. In fact, so much do I think we can do it that it's not a rush. That's where I'm at. But what if I ate some other places? A dangerous idea. Speaking at a protest rally in the Eastern Himalayas, an Indian national movement speaker urged the listeners to boycott the British lifestyle and return to their Hindu roots if they wish to build a free Hindu nation. This has sparked fears of religious oppression amongst members of the All-Indian Muslim League, leading to further animosity between the two groups. Muhammad Khan couldn't believe the audacity of the speaker. The man had dared to say, "I'm glad to see Mr. Khan here, representing the Muslim branch of our party. He was here before him. He'd fought the British in court and won, and now he was just a representative of the Muslim branch?" And then the upstart had dared to suggest a Hindu nation. What did he think all the Muslims and Sikhs would do when they heard that? Convert? They must both learn their place. Weaker but more active movements. Sunni and Hindu pops in the area become more radical. Or better, they direct their rage at each other than us. Less radicalism, stronger Muslim movement, weaker Hindu movement. I'm going to do the first one. Weakening both is good for the situation overall. Oh my gosh, we've actually already hit the end of the episode. Wow, things sure do go fast. All right. Well, we're in the process of building up government bureaucracy. We're building Victoria Terminus. We're just enjoying life and modernizing. We're modernizing and chilling. We did a little bit more annexation, not quite more, but our font is beginning to stretch all the way across the subcontinent. But in any case, that's all I've got the time for now, my nerds. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.